In the vast Milky Way, there are two very bright stars, Altair and Vega, or cowherd and weaver maid, as Chinese speakers call them. There is a poignant love legend about their origin in China. A long, long time ago, in a small picturesque village, an old ox suddenly started talking, telling his poor master a secret. The old ox told Cowherd that tomorrow evening, if a man went to the valley and hid by the hot spring there, where the 7 fairies bathed in the spring, and found the light purple clothes of one of those fairies and hid them away, she would be his destined match. In the evening of the next day, though feeling doubtful, Cowherd followed the ox's instructions and came to the hot springs valley. Cowherd did what the ox said and stole the clothes, but righteous Cowherd didn't dare to even have a glimpse of the fairies bathing. After hiding the clothes, suddenly he felt he was being a bit mean and totally regretted it. They split up and looked for a long time, but didn't find them, and their allotted time on earth ran out. Without her fairy clothes, Weaver Maid could not fly back to heaven. She had no choice but to let her sisters go on first and continue to look for them herself.
对不起，我。
你怎么流鼻血了呀？受伤了吗？
你真漂亮。
Love is always so unexpected and with no reason. Although Cowherd stole her clothes, Weaver Maid inexplicably fell in love with this straightforward and poor boy at first sight. After spending a happy time with Cowherd, she married him with sweet willingness, although he was a mortal. Cowherd planted crops, Weaver Maid wove cloth, and together they made a living. 3 years passed, and they had 2 children. Although they were living a life of poverty, their family felt joyful and happy. Though 3 years had passed on earth, only 3 days had passed in heaven. After 3 days, the Queen Mother of Heaven discovered Weaver Maid had not only not returned to heaven, but had married and had children in the mortal world. Immediately angry, she ordered a troop to escort her daughter back to heaven. That day, Cowherd was working in the fields as usual. Suddenly, there was a flash of lightning and a peal of thunder, and the sky had a weird appearance. He felt very uneasy and his heart sank. Without a thought for anything else, he rushed home, but it was already too late.
织女，织女！
When Cowherd had lost the will to live, his old ox spoke again and said he was about to die, and to use his skin as a cloak, as it would enable Cowherd to fly to heaven to find his wife. The old ox fell down dead right after saying these words.
织女，
牛郎，
Queen Mother of Heaven saw that the whole universe was moved by their true love, and so she could not bear to hinder them further. The Queen Mother of Heaven allowed the magpies to form a bridge across the Silver River every year on the 7th day of the 7th month, so that Cowherd and Weaver Maid could be reunited once a year. When Cowherd and Weaver Maid died, they turned into the stars called Cowherd and Weaver Maid, looking at each other forever each side of the Silver River. Later, in memory of their beautiful love story, Chinese people made the day of their reunion, the 7th day of the 7th month in the Chinese lunar calendar, China's Valentine's Day, or the Double Seven Festival, qixi festival.